Jeff Harriet is a professor of music and communication at UW-Whitewater, but he is so much more than that. Jeff has played in a vast range of bands and produced soundtracks for major motion pictures.
I sat down with Jeff to find out when his interest in music started.
I've always been interested in music. I grew up playing the piano, and I enjoyed it. When I went to college, I didn't have plans to go into music, but I took a composition class because it was a way to get free piano lessons. School would give you free lessons if you took composition. So I took composition my first semester, and I just kind of kept taking music classes. It was never really intentional. In fact, I went to college to major in economics, and I did get a degree in economics, but I kept taking music classes, and after a couple of years, the person I was dating at the time said, you really like music more than you like this other stuff. You should do that.
Jeff added a major in music, but after he graduated, he got a job managing 401k plans. However, he continued to do music on the side.
I just wanted to be involved in music because I cared about it. When I went back to graduate school, I really dove into studying music and audio and electronic music. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go into music or teaching. Ultimately, teaching allows me to do music the way I want to do it, instead of having to make a living as a musician. If I was making a living as a musician, I feel like I would have to compromise the kinds of music that I want to make more. I do like teaching. I also like making stuff. And so this job works because it allows me the opportunity to do both.
Jeff has scored music for 3 major motion pictures: Bone Tomahawk, A Brawl in Cell Block 99, and Dragged Across Concrete.
I would say that film scoring was not a pursuit. That wasn't something I sought out. The guy I've done the film scores stuff with was someone that I've had bands with. So we learned how to make music together in band environments.
The first film that Jeff scored was Bone Tomahawk, which he worked on with his colleague, Craig Zoller.
The budget got bigger and smaller. And when the budget was bigger, they were going to hire out other people to do the film score. And then when the budget got smaller, they didn't have any money for that. And in the end, they didn't have that much money. And Craig was like, right, great, well then Jeff and I are going to do the music. And so we did the music for it.
Bone Tomahawk was a great success, which led Jeff and Craig to their next project, the soundtrack for Brawl in Cell Block 99, which was recorded in part by R&B legends, the O'Jays.
I'm working with these guys that have been, together for 50 years, 60 years. Who were super nice guys, complete pros. It was really fun for me to see them trust me to coach their performances.
After all of his success, Jeff passes his knowledge on to students through a number of different courses he teaches here at UW-Whitewater. I spoke with Hunter Sandy, a student in Jeff's audio practicum class.
It just feels like you're talking to someone who has been there, done work in the field, which, I don't know, it makes it feel like he knows what he's talking about a lot more than if you just had someone who just got a degree and didn't actually do work in the field a bunch.
Jeff continues to work on a diverse range of projects in his free time.
I have things in various stages of completion. And sometimes I'll say to myself, well, you need to go back and finish all those things. And sometimes I do, and I go to some of the older projects and I'll bring them to a conclusion of some sort. But I just kind of have to make new stuff.
I wanted Jeff's insight as to what sort of advice he would give to somebody who wants to pursue a career in this field.
Work with people that get things done, like people that complete projects. Those are people you want to work with. People that do cool stuff, work with them. It's, connections are a huge part of what drives opportunity.
Jeff has experience with almost every part of music, whether that be playing, producing, or teaching. We are certainly lucky to have him as a professor here at UW-Whitewater.